It's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. A little after 8 o'clock this morning. I've got almost all my stuff done for the day. Um, this is the grave of my sweet Moira. I buried her yesterday evening. There were some cut flowers in the house that needed the water changed. I just put them out there with her. Unlike all the other birds that are along the back fence, I did her out in the middle of the yard because this is where she loved to run around and chase bugs. I do not know what happened. I posted a video yesterday, and as soon as I was done with the video, I turned off the camera, went directly inside to get a shower because I was hot and sweaty. I don't take long showers, so I got a shower and threw some clothes on. Maybe it was a whole 20 minutes, if that. I walked back in the kitchen and realized I left my glass outside in the yard. So I came out to get it, and I didn't see her anywhere. And then I looked over and I saw her laying down in the wildflower patch, which she does quite often. And because it's cool, they're tall, it provided her a nice shady spot. She likes to stand there and talk to the siblings through the fence, whatever. But she was just kind of laying down there, and her comb and wattle had gotten kind of, I don't know, like a dusky or red with a gray tint, I don't know, lightened up. And I reached down to pick her up, and she didn't even at all bite me, and her head just lolled around, and she couldn't keep her eyes open. I thought maybe she's having a heat issue. So, I took her in the house. I didn't take her into where it was super cold immediately. I put her little feet in some cold water, and then took her into my room and laid her where she wasn't under the AC. It wasn't super cool, but laid her down. And she didn't open her eyes back up. She made a couple little motions with her neck and body like she was hiccuping. I put a little bit of water on her beak, and she like flapped one wing like she was getting comfortable, and she was gone. So like 25 minutes start to finish. There's nothing out here she could have eaten that would have hurt her. I've already checked them. Yesterday was not our hottest day. It was a very hot and humid day, and but we've had a whole string of really nice days and cool evenings. So I was just hoping that she has so many options for cool water and shade, and she's out here in the breeze, and everybody seemed fine. And at the end of that video, when I end that video, you see her standing by the fence over here, just preening and chatting with the siblings. So I immediately checked her from head to toe, looked under both wings, into all her feathers. She had no outside parasites. I checked her vent, nice and clear. She had, at the beginning of that video, right before she made her appearance in it, laid her third blue egg, which was a little smaller than her first two. It was really dark blue, which is, pullet size. But her first two eggs came like with a day or two in between them, and this one was over a week before the third one came. But even after she passed around, I picked her up and felt around, thinking maybe she was egg bound in some weird way. That one was just because she laid it pretty from start to finish pretty fast. She didn't sit in there very long, but I don't know if maybe there was something internal. But she has no worms. I came back out and checked every fresh poop on this side of the fence because it doesn't get mixed with the other chickens, and everything looked normal and fine. So I don't know. It was heartbreaking, and it was so sudden. I mean, I don't know. She is a big bug eater, so maybe she ate something too big for her, and but her crop was not full. She didn't have water belly. She had no injuries. No nothing. So I don't know. It was just a sudden death. I can't imagine it being a heart attack. I mean, and even the heat. She was she was fine. I think, the heat can get to them, but, not, I don't think that fast and immediate. I don't know. But, so that's all 3 cream crested leg bars that I had bought from a lady who was breeding them up in Delaware. I don't think she's like a certified breeder or anything. And those 3 just don't seem to be strong chickens. It's not something that's common to their breed, but I spent a big part of the night reading up, and she just has, I think she has just a small flock, but she has, 1 rooster, 1 hen, and she's been breeding them for a while. So you can, through inbreeding, straight line breeding with chickens. I mean, birds aren't as bad as like humans. You're not going to get a deformed baby. Oh my gosh, you guys. Dang. But it can make them less hardy and a little more vulnerable. But, her sister just out of the blue, was great one morning, and that one evening I found her not doing well. And she only, a few days and she was gone. Colin, I think he did suffer too many head pecks, but he wasn't like he was a small chick. He was as big as he was 5, 6 months old rooster, and then now her. So I won't buy from somebody who's not like a well-established certified breeder again, especially because in a small flock, those chickens aren't cheap, and they're a purebred chicken, and there could have been some issues with their breeding, but I'm not going to replace them not going into fall and winter. It's not like she's taking away from my egg production. I got more eggs than I need, so. And I still got 2 that haven't laid, which is, again, the Easter egger, the brown and black Easter egger, and I looked up her coloring and pattern, and she's not so much the black around Lily's neck. Lily, it's hard to find a good picture of her because she's so bashful. Isn't really like a Colombian Wyandotte pattern. Yeah, I think she's actually what they call a Colombian rock cross, which is a barred rock cross, male cross with a female Rhode Island red. Because I did see a rooster on his property that looked very similar. But who knows? But yeah, she's got most all the markings of. At first, I thought it was Colombian Wyandotte, but her body I don't think is shaped. She didn't have the classic Wyandotte body shape, though she is only 6 months old. But I think she's going to be more. I think she's more what they call, like I said, a Colombian rock cross. But so we'll see. But it's just sad, I'd gotten so used to and really enjoyed having Moira follow me around the yard and hang out with me, and watching her hang out with the cat, and it just, it's heartbreaking. And because, I spent so much more just one-on-one time with her. Cosmo this morning, there he is. He charged at me, but all I had to say was no and made that little noise, and he, backed off. So I guess this fall is going to be lap time for him and Laddie, but they get along with each other. They this morning been doing what I call tag teaming. One will hop on a hen. She makes her little squawk noise when they, pull her head feathers, and whichever one's on first will sit there and hold it down, and then hops off, and the second one hops on. Not fighting over the girls, just sharing them. It's so bizarre, and it's so not nice. So Paul's not home yet. When he gets home, I'm going to trim Laddie's beak, just so he's more comfortable. And I came out this morning and really scrubbed all their waters and put electrolytes and vitamins in them and gave them all a good once over. And everybody else is fine, so I don't know. I don't know. And I hate that I don't know. And it makes me feel like a bad chicken mama. I know I'm not a bad chicken mama. But, it's one of those things, you don't lose anything that you love, and little pet. And You know, I was so excited. I got her egg, a little blue egg. If I'd known she was going to pass, I might have hollowed it out and saved it. But, you know, I didn't. And everybody else seems fine. Like I said, she doesn't sleep with them. She doesn't cross the fence, you know, but who knows? Just sudden chicken death. But all of these, except for the Rhode Island Red and, uh, well, um, the Leghorn Crosses and the Easter Eggers. Easter Eggers I got from a guy, but I saw his flock. He had a very healthy looking flock. I didn't see any more of these Leghorn Gold Lace Wyandotte crosses, but you don't see a lot of the Wyandotte in them. They've definitely got more of a Leghorn comb, but when they fluff their feathers out, they're a real buttery golden underneath their feathers. But I didn't see her have any more of those out in the pen. I only saw her pen of Rhode Island Reds, and you know she gave me two that were past laying age, and one was already uh, not healthy from the get go. So, and the other one here with her dinky feathers, no wounds. Just she sits for the guys like you know, like she's getting paid to do it. But she's very much attached to her little flock, but she does not lay. She's much older. She got little granny feet, but they're all healthy. So I can just be thankful for that and get them through the last of the summer. And then I've got plans to to enclose their coop for the winter. You know, these boys, I don't know what's up with them. I really work hard at keeping it a open air coop for the spring and summer because it is just too humid here. And I do keep fans going 24/7. We all know that. I took down and pulled apart the walls that I had put up last year. I mean, that was my first ever effort at building my own coop walls. This year, I think I've decided I'm pretty much going to get some thick insulation board, and I will put it here, and then I'll use this plywood back here and enclose, you know, the walls inside, and you know, screw them in where they can't come down. But when summer comes, I can pop them out, take the foam board out, and they'll be back to being, you know, all their open air happiness. It was blowing a little rain last night, so I put it down so they didn't get rain blowed on them. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do for a new door yet. And I probably will try to get automatic chicken door for that door inside. That way, you know, they can come out anytime in the morning if it's bad weather. I don't have to come out, which I do like to come out and check on them myself. But that way they can come out. They've always got food and water in this run. If you're new, or I always feel like sounds like a broken record, but it's a 5-foot by 6-foot by 15-foot dog kennel with a built-on roof, and only this one 5-foot 5 by 5 square down here, and it's probably 4.5 to 5 feet, at least probably 4.5 to 5 feet in height. Is plenty of room for winter for them to, you know, be able to have enough space to roost and keep each other warm. And then, like I said, they've got the other 5 feet by 10 feet as an inside protected run. So this I've thought about leaving up for Chaos, but as he is getting older, I think I'm just going to go ahead and tear it down, or at least take the tops and sides off and everything out of it, and you know, save it so if next spring I have any new birds or whatever, I'll have a place already set up for them that's off the ground and safe. And I'll just, you know, take it apart. I might leave the walls on it, who knows, in case Chaos does want to hang out there a little bit in the winter, but we'll see. I think he's getting a little too old to want to walk up that ramp. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. Just kind of watching the chickens out here. Spent some time with them earlier, and planted all their, what I call the snack grass. It's a forage mix that comes with the mulch in it. I pulled out any native grasses that were too tall in there, put it down, and watered it really good. We had a lot of rain last night, so the ground was already wet, so I watered them well. I did everybody else's water, and so a couple days I'm sure we'll be dried off. We're not supposed to get rain for another 4 or 5 days, if we get it then. So you need to come out here and get their yard mowed and made sure, they're all good to go. So I don't know what she could have eaten, or I don't know. I know I keep saying that a bunch, but it just disturbs me. But those three just did not show the tendencies at hardiness that that breed should. So anywho, these are Laddie and the Brahmas, and Luna, the silver laced Wyandotte, she's standing there in the coop run. We're all Tractor Supply chicks, and strong and sassy and healthy. I definitely managed to get several with strong personalities and attitudes. But anywho, my leghorns are getting big. They're as big as the grown girls now. Bright, beautiful red combs, and they're both laying regular size eggs now, so it's great. Yeah, Mr. Clumsy. He's like, he stepped on her with one foot and fell right off, and she's like, oh no, I'm not in the mood. Yeah, bad form. So thanks for listening to the video, and I'll probably, it might be a few days before I'm making another video. I got down here Mr. Mouth of the South. The Mid-Atlantic Mouth, that's what we'll call it. But anyhow, you guys have a great week. Bye for now.